of the United States of America, and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we come before you in the name of Jesus, Lord. I ask God that you bless this meeting and any business that comes before us, Lord. Lord, that it will be done with peace, harmony, and your will. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Roll call, Roxanne Tuskegee here.
Tim Kremen here.
Mike Greenman.
Tracy Donovan Lavalette here.
Okay, so approval of minutes. We're fine. So that would be February 24th?
I'll make a motion.
Wait a minute, wait.
Nice call. Thank you.
So everybody's had a chance to review them? Oh, no,
Yep.
this is February 10th.
Yeah, we didn't meet the 24th. Wasn't that last?
Oh, last week, that's right, sorry, that's right.
I was asking you too for that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, all right, so there you go, Barney, go ahead if you'd
I'll
like
make a
to.
motion to accept the minutes from February 10th.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor, or any
Aye.
discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
I do have non-pub minutes from 2025. And I'm gonna make a motion to, nope, we are not gonna seal those. So those can just be added to, actually, minutes from tonight, 25, for 91A3, Roman numeral 2, lower place A. I'm gonna make a motion to seal these for 5 years,
I'll second.
because it would adversely affect the reputation of any person other than a board member. Roxanne, yes?
Tim, yes.
Mike, yes.
Arnie gave you Tracy, yes.
Okay.
Then on both of them.
No, the other one is not gonna be sealed, so I'll just give you those.
No.
No, I just wanted, let me just double check and make sure, yeah. It doesn't, needs to be sealed. So let me. Then, oh. The next item we have is signature items, Kim, sign, that's just, this doesn't need to be done technically, it was just that I was gonna be, so it could go in the town book. This is just the warrant articles that are in the town book, there's a signature page. But everybody can sign it if they'd like, we would have it on file. It is what's exactly in the book, but not signed. Back to her. Those. I think that's good. Those. I got stuff going all the way. The next item is the municipality land use change tax bill. And these are coming from the assessment's office to change, it looks like, the market, the value of it. So this all comes down through Avatar. So let me find my name. Thanks. Oh, it's for the same. Oh, it's the same person, just two different plots of land. Kind of threw me off. So it looks like the property is coming out of current use. The next item we have is the official action form for our new deputy. We have a deputy fire chief, Bruce Manchester. So we're just signing his personnel action form, which states he's a new hire and how much he gets for a rate of pay and when that's effective.
Question?
Yeah,
What was he hired for?
he's a fire and EMS. He's a deputy. He's a deputy chief in EMT. Yep. Yep. Then the next item we have is an abatement form. This has all been signed. So I'm not sure. It looks like we've already signed this.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I think this one's all set.
So she just wanted to put the supporting docs so you would
Oh,
sign
okay.
for it so that we could do a check.
Oh, okay, yep, no, this is good, that's what we want, is the supporting documentation so that we can, when it's on an audit, if they ask for it, we have everything we need right here. So yeah, I think we're all good, so there's no signature on that. That's perfect. Okay. New business, BOS reps and liaison, that's you, Tim.
That's me. So I just wanted to make sure with Carl that we had the same discussion we had a couple months ago, making sure that if there's an issue with the department, that we're going through the liaisons and the board reps.
Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to continue to reinforce that a little bit.
Yep,
All right, that's what I got.
all right. The next item, town sign. Is that you?
That's on me.
Not you. Who's the town sign? Do you know?
Scott was.
Not what? Somebody must have asked to have it put on here, though.
Yeah, I thought, wasn't that you, Tim, that
Well,
asked me?
oh yes, okay, yes. I'm sorry. A couple weeks ago. What's going on with it?
Oh, good question.
Because it's been a couple months now, and we don't have a sign. And if I'm not mistaken, we paid for one.
Right. So, Mike,
I
can
will
you
reach
follow
out
up
to
with
Scott.
Scott and see where that is and tell him to push that over to one of us on the board?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, yeah. I remember signing the check. I just want to know.
No, right. The next item is credit card. That's me. So, previously, the bank did not offer credit cards, which from a town standpoint, we have a debit card and different departments would come in, get it from Kim and use it. Though the debit card is attached to the regular, checking account, so it's very kind of unnerving when they use it. But the bank has since, in the past 2 months, Profile has started offering credit cards, and they actually offer credit cards to municipalities. That's one of the buckets one of the criteria that falls under. It can be municipality, business, or personal. So I just wanted to reach out to the board and see what their thoughts are with being able to get a credit card issued for like the department head, like one would be for highway, one for police, and one for fire.
My thoughts are, as far as getting it for department heads, I think it's a great idea. As long as with Skull, we can find a way to either give them their separate pins or find a way to identify when they make a purchase.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of towns I've been in before have done that.
Okay.
And it usually works rather well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I think there might be department head plus I think I would do maybe one more as the welfare, because this is kind of,
Well, I'll kind of call her department head onto herself.
yes, yes. And I think those would be the only 4 that we would be necessarily looking for potentially, right? And I will get some more information to move forward with that with the bank as far as like what would be a limit that everybody is comfortable with setting that at. Like, well, the question is first I'm going to ask the question at the bank, and I didn't have an essence because this is fairly new, is to say, is it going to be a credit card for each of them is all to the same account, or I would actually rather have, I guess maybe, I don't know, is have a separate one for police, separate for fire, separate.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to have one separate for each one? And then we could say like, welfare would have a credit limit of 5,000 because that's what their budget is. And then I think maybe like police, fire, and and highway might be say 10,000 only because of equipment. That's just my thought initially. Mull it over because I will get more information. But
Yeah, I
so-
think before we move forward, we need more
Yeah.
information on that.
So-
Yeah.
Right, so you think about it, and I'll find out more information, but, so we'll talk about this next week, but, so we're good with moving forward with getting credit cards, and everybody's on board with that, okay, I will get more information.
And when they make a purchase, will they submit like a receipt thing?
They'd have to submit before that because our threshold is 1,000.
Right,
Right.
right, but I mean, right, so,
To come to us.
right, so they would have to for anything over $1,000, new purchase or whatever, but I mean, if they were buying like a piece of equipment, let's say $750, no, they wouldn't have to come to us, to purchase it, but.
Well, it's kind of like with what Jerry Wheeler's been doing. The fire chief has been replenishing some of the supplies
Right.
at like Middleton Building Supply rather than put on an account there.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, in order to pay the credit card bill,
Yes, the receipt would have to be submitted to you.
Oh, we're getting the receipt.
okay, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
They should still be using on the purchase order.
Right, it
I
doesn't
mean, that's
matter,
how.
it doesn't matter how they purchased it, it's, the process
the
is gonna be
process
the
is the
same.
same.
Yes, Dan.
And the debit card will be,
Well, we'll still have the debit cards, but that is kept in the office and it won't, the idea would be, Kim would be able to use it to do purchases for for town stuff, like supplies and whatnot and what there, but other than that, we wouldn't, it wouldn't be going out to the different departments. So. The next item is the CEO remote access. So Carl has requested
That's what I
access for the laptop to be able to get into different Avatar, to get into the server for Avatar, to be able to.
So he needs a VPN in order to get through.
Right. So, but in order to do that, there's a yearly cost of $99. So the question is, do we make a motion to approve that? So it says requesting remote access to server programs, which we can provide for $99 a year, either from his home computer to his laptop. I don't want it from his home computer.
No, just to his
It
laptop.
should only be to his laptop.
Right.
Should be only to the town laptop, only. To a network that is not used during the times he's working, let me know if this cost is approved and we'll get it set up for him. So,
I mean, I'd make a motion to approve that. I think it's a good idea. What's called that way, he can, it's all work from home if need be. He has access to the network.
well, that was my understanding
Yeah.
when I thought he got the laptop, that he was, what was happening, so.
I think the issue is he doesn't have access. Laptop gives him the ability to answer emails, stuff like that, but it doesn't give him access to the network.
Okay, so Tim has made the motion, someone want a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
I
So we'll just, let's sign this. And we'll just make sure, Kim, that his laptop, put on his town laptop, and you can just sign that, we'll send that along. The next item is ID cards. So, Scott brought this to, my attention, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, whatever, it was on last week's agenda, is the police have an ID card maker, so the police have an ID, I think Catherine has anybody who works in the PD has an ID card. And he was wondering if we would be interested in wanting to have ID cards made for other town employees. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. I
think it's a bad idea at all.
So, the idea would be like Highway would have it so that they have it on hand, that they could show somebody if they were being questioned.
Well, yeah, I mean, that way what's called.
Right.
I have one for the fire department through the town.
Oh, you do? Oh, and yeah, so maybe some of those
Say
people
they
from
can get
fire.
certain discounts too as municipality employees.
So,
Exactly.
so, if everybody's in agreement with that,
I'm willing to make the motion.
okay, so Tim's gonna make a motion and Bonnie, as I said, Tony, everyone, Bonnie seconded it to move forward with having ID cards for town employees. I can reach back out to Scott or whatever about that.
I think John's against it.
The next item is the L-chip. So just wanted to make everybody aware, obviously, we restored this building, it was through an L-chip grant. because we continually to do our, provide monitoring of it, which is a part of the program, is we need to submit to them each year, like what work has been done, if there's any work done or we're planning to. But as a part of that, because we're doing it and we respond and whatnot, they've given us, we were getting a $325 check back to us. So just want to say we're going to make the motion to accept these funds. And I think we do have, I'll double check this.
Sorry, John, I had to pick on you for a second.
See, there is an Old Town Hall, I think, CRF that we could probably put the money into, I think.
Well, while you're looking at that, we want to mention to people that the town books are available,
Yeah, we can, yeah, we could, yeah. Oh,
so they can pick that up at the town hall.
Yeah, yes, because they have to be available, I think, effectively tomorrow morning. So right here, we have, so, and this is fun. So we have an Old Town Hall rehab CRF, which has currently got $230.13, which did not surprise me that probably some of that money that's in there probably came from a check that we got, kind of like a, incentive check, I guess, or whatever. So, I think that we should put this money into that CRF.
Absolutely.
So if someone would make.
I'll make that motion. Oh,
Okay,
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Money in the CR.
So, yeah, so Kim, we're gonna put,
Which CR?
it's an Old Town Hall CRF. That's all right. We can walk that through and we can speak with, Janet about that, letting her know, because we're gonna get double check.
Oh, okay.
Well, however, put this in Old Town Hall. So
Give that work on good day.
the next item is payroll. Mrs. Kim.
Yes. What I have done, since we haven't had time to actually show you and Roxanne how to process everything on the computer for payroll, I have asked the department heads to give me the payroll either Wednesday or Thursday this week. I'll set it up, I'll get it all done, date it for next week. All you guys will have to do is send out the checks that need to go out and send out the stuff that need to go out. Everything else will be done. So I will need, I will let you guys know whether it's Wednesday night or Thursday night. I'll need 2 people to come in and sign the payroll checks.
I'm available anytime Wednesday.
Uh-huh,
I'm available anytime Wednesday.
right, but if they're not done, I don't.
I can show up Thursday too, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I can come Thursday as well, because
Yeah.
now that Tony's doing it, I guess.
And so I talked to Tony too. If I get them done Wednesday night and it's available, then she can sign them on Thursday. If not, she'll come in Friday morning for a little bit just to sign the treasurer portion and also approve the direct deposit that I'll have set up on the computer already.
And the direct deposit it'll be scheduled to go on its regular date, because you can predate that, you can
Yeah.
date it out. So just let everybody know that that's,
Yeah, everything is still predated for the next week. I just want it completed so that.
So, if, on that note, we mentioned to the town staff that Tony has started working and
yes. So we, our town treasurer / police admin, Tony.
Champion.
Thank you. I'm like, I wanted to say Sanborn, and I'm like, I know that's not right. Has started, and she's been working pretty hard up in the treasurer's office and getting that up to speed, because we haven't had that position filled for a couple months, and things are going very well right now. So we're happy to have her on board.
Roxanne and I no longer have to do runs to the bank.
Yes. The bank people will be happy about that, probably.
Probably.
For me, for my part of it.
No, you're right.
And then number 16, the Stratford County Dispatch. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up that we got the in our budget for next year, we have $5,500 budgeted for the dispatch. not realizing that last year, all that got charged out of there was the police dispatch, and it didn't have the fire and EMS. That ended up getting paid out of another line, which it shouldn't have, which is fine and whatnot, it got paid. But, so now, based off of what we had for bill last year, we were thinking that was what it was, and we kept it at 5,500. This is actually gonna be about close to 6,000. So what's gonna happen at town meeting, I will make the motion to, when we get to that warrant article, to increase that line by $500 so that we can cover this. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that that's gonna happen for that. I feel like there might be something else, but I don't recall. So voting, so next Tuesday is voting.
7 to 7 right here.
Yep, we will be meeting next Monday night, but just as a heads up, we'll be providing lunch for anybody who's working. And
Will
yeah,
we
7 to
be
7.
doing the meeting over there next week, or can we have it here when them setting up for?
We can have it here. I mean, it.
Well, last time we had it here.
Yeah, we had it here. Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be a. I mean, you know, look at such a crowd here. We appreciate our people coming.
The Sindors might have to move back a little bit.
Right, yeah. I think that's, yeah, so there's the voting, the books are available and ready, so if you want to come in and pick those up. And we ask that you only take one book, because we don't have them all made yet. We're still in the process of completing those, but we have a good charge of them, but I don't know, I feel like there was something else, but I don't recall off the top of my
You want
head.
people to be surprised by dedication, or you want to mention that?
Say that again?
You want to mention dedication?
Oh, yes, you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so this year, our dedication on the book, as you'll see, is we dedicated the book to our former, he's still with us though, is Fire Chief Mike Lavalette. He stepped down from being the fire chief, still active in the fire department, and then as well as Chief Randy Sobel, former Chief Randy Sobel, because it was great that he came back and helped us. He's worked in the town close to 30 years, if not probably more than.
Yeah, it's at least 30 years.
And, you know, in a variety of, you know, very different capacities, and as well as Mike had worked up through the fire department. So we're glad to have that, those assets, and Mike staying with us is even still a better
And
asset.
yeah, Randy's going to be coming back during the summers as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that you can find there nice pictures on the front and side of the cover with the links.
Just to go on record, I had no vote in that. I did not.
he did not have a vote. However, the rest of the board
Yes.
did feel it was not imperative, but we felt as though it was a great idea to honor two leaders who not only led us through different times,
Yes.
but aren't going anywhere. They're sticking around to help us out. So,
Yeah.
yes, and Tracy, again, had no influence whatsoever.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I think that's all I have. Does anybody have anything
Uh,
to share?
just want to encourage everybody on March 11th to get out and vote from 7 to 7 right here in the town hall. We have a new machine that we are using.
Yes.
We have tested it and we've been trained on it. So everything at this point should be moving forward well. The town clerk did a great job working with Voting Works as well as the town moderator and the assistant town clerk.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want, so the idea is that
Yep.
everything is going to be electronic. We won't have to be sitting here going, you know, tick marks and everything. So the idea is the machine will be able to give us the counts and, you know, basically kind of like a, you know, state level or a presidential election where that's all done electronically through the machine. That's what we're moving forward in this town side. Woohoo!
And the other good news about the machine is the fact that we were able to save some money by having the clerk's office print out the ballots themselves.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What? Yeah.
So they didn't have to be, we didn't have to send away to get them printed.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great.
Did they take the old machine?
Yes.
So now everything is over with the town clerk, tax collector or the town clerk over in her office, whereas before we used to keep it here, whatever. Now everything is under lock and key, and so the machine we took the brain out and took it with us or whatever, but now everything is in one central location, so that's good.
Yeah, everything's collapsible, everything's
Yeah.
secure. Like I said, and
Sounds
let's
good.
go. So yeah. So for March 11th, everything should be good. And then on March 15th, will be over at the elementary school.
Right. Yes.
Hopefully a big crowd.
Yeah, and now, let's just double check that.
That's 9.
9 a.m. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 a.m., that's what I was gonna be double checking on that.
Yep, and the only thing I need to do is I just need to double check with the town clerk, and because the principal asked me if there was any other information that he needed. He said he was good with the information he had, but he wanted to double check to make sure that there was nothing else that we needed from them.
No, I don't think so.
So,
I will note for everybody, so when you get the book and when you go to the ballot, there are going to be a number of proposed amendments for the planning board. And you can look at the book and before voting to to get an idea of what they are. If you want detailed information on those, all that information is available at the with the town clerk, because a lot of this stuff is very lengthy in the zoning ordinances that you can't write it all out because then it would be like 20 pages. So this is kind of like the Cliff Notes version of what.
Reader's Digest version, yeah.
And so, but all the detail of it, it's all available if anybody wants to look at it over at the town hall. So, and I think that's all I have. Did you have any questions, sir?
No.
Keep it down back there. Well, we appreciate you coming out on a cold night. Hopefully it's starting to get warmer. And yeah, yeah, it is. So if we have nothing else, I'll look for an entertainment.
I'll
Ellen.
make a motion to adjourn.
6:58.
6:56.
Well, okay.
Second.
7:50.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thanks.